Since Cars 3 came out, I had been hoping for Mattel to release camera cars from the movie, just like the plethora of press cars we got from the first Cars. To this day, they still really haven't. Yeah, we randomly got one last year, but one of the only camera cars we had before her was Biz Torqsen here, released in 2019. Now, Biz stood out to me every time I watched Cars 3 because her model is reused all throughout the movie to represent camera cars at just several different points, and because of that, she even has a few different voice lines. So, I remember hoping we would get her as a diecast, and I was excited to see she was being released. Then I was less excited when I realized she was a super chase. Biz sort of has a reputation, or at least she got a reputation that I learned about when I discussed buying her. It seems people aren't the biggest fan of the fact that Biz here is a super chase. She's really not all that special. She's just another camera car, and the fact that she has several lines in the movie and appears at several places is something that I'm sure probably annoys some people out there, since, again, she was made as a super chase, meaning only 4,000 of her were ever made. Now, here's the thing with Biz. After years and years of giving up hope on ever owning this item, I decided to just look her up on eBay a few months ago, and I found out that she really isn't all that expensive. In fact, she's going for around $15, which is, a nice, cool, like $50 less than a lot of other super chases sell for. So, yeah, I knew I had to jump on getting Biz, and I was lucky enough to finally get her for my birthday. So, yeah, pretty interesting that Biz here isn't the rarest super chase, but I guess that sort of makes sense. She isn't the most interesting super chase. She is just sort of any other car. Nothing really makes her special or makes her stand out as a super chase. She's just another camera car, and it's especially annoying because she was the first camera car released from Cars 3. So, having this type of item that people would want locked away as a limited edition, only 4,000 being made, is certainly a bit annoying. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Biz Torqsen from the 2018 to 2019 Cars diecast line. I believe she was released in early 2019 as a super chase, and man, been a long time since I've reviewed a car on a packaging style like this. It has been a while. You know what else? It's been a while since my birthday, which is what I got this for. My birthday's on May 2nd. It is now June 8th. I'm sorry, guys. I've been swamped with other reviews and other things just in my life, and I have not been able to get around to reviewing the cars I got for my birthday. But now we're finally starting, and hopefully we will be able to continue. She was part of the scavenger hunt line. Super chase vehicles are limited to no more than 4,000 units produced, and we have a very interesting image here on the back. We have an image of the cotter pin with Sweet Tea singing to Luigi and Guido. Now, back when super chases were being made, unfortunately they aren't made anymore after 2020, they used to, instead of putting a series photo on the back of the packaging, just include a screenshot exclusive to the character. So, for example, Mater with duct tape, the back of his package had an image of the scene where Mater with duct tape appears in Cars 2. So Biz should have a scene on her back where she appears, right? No, instead we have this, which is insanely odd until you look in the background. See this car right here? That car is Emily Engine. She was supposed to be a super chase released in 2019, but she ended up being canceled. So I think it's safe to assume that this was the image they were using for Emily Engine. She got canceled, was never made, and for whatever reason, they also used that image on the back of Biz. Still, Biz should have had her own image, but at least Emily being there is probably the reason why. The reason why this image was chosen. It was probably meant to be for Emily's release. Of course, we just have this image of Biz here, and yeah, no more than 4,000 produced, supposedly. So let's devalue this item quite a bit by opening her up. Just kidding, she's really not all that valuable in the first place. Watch her quadruple in price in the time since I got her for my birthday, right? That's fine, these are toys, they're meant to be opened. Let's get Biz out of here, and there she is. Wow, shocker, she's just a generic camera car, but man, I'm always glad to get new camera cars, especially ones from Cars 3, since there are so few, and I don't think I have any of the other ones from Cars 3. I really like how Biz turned out here. I feel like her expression could have been a bit more like her appearance in the movie. I always remember her appearing when Lightning sort of gets out of Mac at the Rusty's Racing Center. She has a very inquisitive look. This one is a bit more indifferent. I don't know, just doesn't really look like the character. But then again, the character appears at like 4 different points in the movie. So, whatever. We, of course, have this giant boom mic off to her side, and they do a really good job making it look like it's being held by her wheel. Most angles, like, look, like that, you can't even tell that it's just plugged into the side of the car. You can only really tell it from the top and from a few other angles, but you just put her like that, you can't really tell. It really does give off the illusion that she's holding it with her wheel. That's something they've definitely gotten better with over the years. Some early cars that are meant to be holding things with their wheels look pretty rough. She's got her nice RSN headset here, similar to the headsets many other characters wear. I believe she is a unique model, which is pretty cool. And a very nice model at that. Wouldn't be surprised if they reused her someday for another Cars 3 background character, considering the fact that Biz is reused several times in the movie. I got the feeling her model probably is as well. Her license plate reads MO2- is that a Q or an O or a 0? I think Q8E or O8E or D8E. I don't know. Let's just hope that she doesn't have the same license plate as someone else, right? There is a look at the other side, and there is a look at the base. I feel like if I were to rank every Super Chase ever made, if anyone were to rank all the Super Chases, Biz would probably end up pretty low on the list just because she's a generic camera car who could have very easily just been a standard release. There's nothing that really makes Biz stand out like the other 2019 Super Chase, which was Globy, which is a giant anthropomorphic globe. Yeah, Biz had some stiff competition. Really, though, Biz is just sort of an odd choice for a Super Chase. I remember hearing a suggestion at the time Biz was released to have Steve Herschel be a Super Chase instead. He was in the same case as her. I always thought that was an interesting concept because Steve was so much more unique, and I legitimately could not find him when he first came out. Biz here is just the same as any old camera car, and while she is a unique mold and I do really like her, nothing really constituted her being a limited edition release. And it seems that now, 5 or 4 years after her release, people just don't really care for her. The fact that she was just a generic car, it made her not all that interesting, and the fact that she was a Super Chase you would think would increase hype around her and make people more excited about her, but no, her value is not all that much more than what she sold for back when she first came out. So she is a pretty interesting case for a Super Chase. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye now.